Hello, Beatrice. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
Hello.
I'm fine. Thank you. And you?
Okay, pretty good. Oh, well, I'm fine too. Everything's okay. Okay, for today class, we're going to continue working with present perfect, but that will be the next part, right? Because yesterday we practiced with simple question, right? Like yes,
Mhm.
question, no question, using the present perfect. Like, have you visited this country? Or have you eaten octopus before? And those type of questions that you can answer. Yes, I have, or no, I haven't, right? Okay. So
Yes.
for today, hmm, okay, we're going to start with this practice. Let's see. Okay, look at this picture. Um, let's see. How can we complete it? We need the auxiliary and the past participle.
Auxiliary in the past. Auxiliary sería have.
Mhm.
I have traveled by plane. By plane.
Exactly. Mhm. And the model, well, that is the, I forgot the name. Never. That is adverb of frequency. I have never.
Ah,
Mhm.
I have never traveled by plane. Decía. Sí, ajá. By
Yes,
plane.
exactly. I have never traveled by plane. Very good. Now, what about this sentence?
She has. She has. Sí. She has. She has been. She has BS. She has. Y ahí también hay que poner never.
No.
No, pues she has.
Mhm.
Ay, no me acuerdo ahorita de cómo era el de.
Ah, that is the past participle of
Ajá,
be. Okay,
de
that would be
eh,
been.
been. She has been my friend since 26, 17.
Mhm. 2017. Exactly.
Ajá.
Uh-huh.
She has been
Uh-huh. She has been
my friend since 2017.
2027.
2017.
Uh-huh, we
Y
can use both.
paréntesis siempre 20 y
Yes,
7.
we can. Mhm. Yes, we can say it 2017 or 2017. It's more comfortable to say 2017 because it's shorter. So yes, we
Oh,
can use both. Mhm.
okay, teacher.
Okay, good. Now let's see. What about number 3?
Como el question is finished. She no, has has she
Mm-hmm.
finished her homework?
Mm-hmm. Has she finished
Finished
her?
her homework.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Has she finished her homework? Okay, good. Now, what about this one?
Have you seen the film Titanic?
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the film Titanic? Exactly. Tell me, have you? What would you answer? Have you seen the film?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, I correct. Yes, I have, uh, I have the film Titanic.
Mhm. Yes. You say I have seen. You use the same structure.
I have seen. I see. I have
Because that would
seen.
be missing the verb. Exactly. Now let's see
It's,
have
yeah.
and seen. Yes. Now, what about this?
I haven't slept, ¿verdad? I haven't slept for 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Slept. Exactly. I haven't slept for
Slept.
2 days. Yes. Very good. Now, what about this one?
He has he has been asleep for hours.
Mm-hmm. That would be a slept. The past participle. That's a slept. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. He
He
has been asleep for hours. Yes. Okay.
slept.
Slept. Yes. Now let's see. What about this one? Oh, I show you. we
We had been.
yeah. Yes, exactly. Have been. We have been married for 40 years.
Yes.
Okay. And let's see, that will be missing the next one. That is number 8. Okay. Okay. How can we complete this?
Have you have you
Have you played
played
in? Played
Hmm?
Call of
Call
Duty?
of Duty.
Okay. Have you played? Yes, we did. Have you played? And then the game word, Call of Duty. Okay. So guys, that was a quick review about yesterday topic. Oh, well, this week and the previous, because we started on Thursday, that we have been studying the present perfect, right? And so let's see. Yesterday we practiced, that was the last activity that you did. You prepared 2 questions using present perfect. When where you were asking to your partner some questions like, have you um have you eaten octopus? Have you lived here? Have you done your homework? Have you, what could be, have you listened to music today? This type of simple questions. But remember that in English, every single time that we study the questions, we can have 2 types of questions. You can have yes, no question, but we also have double H questions. With all the grammatical terms, we can use it. Okay, so if I ask you, which double H questions do you remember?
Mm,
Who?
Okay,
Why?
when?
when,
When? Which?
which,
mm, Who?
who,
And why? Ya lo dije.
yes.
What? También.
What exactly? How?
What?
Ajá.
How? You also can say how long. That's another question. How long? How
Mm,
often? Yes, exactly. And tell me, when do we use double H questions? When do we use it?
Para preguntas.
For questions, exactly.
For
But
question.
can I answer yes, no to this type of question?
No.
No.
No, I can't.
No.
Why?
Mm-mm.
Why I can't?
Porque
The
estás pidiendo como una
answer.
explicación de a dónde o qué o cuánto, cuál, o sea, por eso.
Exactly, because we are asking an explanation about the double H. Where, why, who, which. So I need more information. I cannot say yes. Imagine that I ask you, where have you been this morning? And I say to you, yes, I have. I'm not answering the question. Actually, it's not an answer because you are asking where. So it means you are asking for a place. Where have you been? But if you don't say the place, you are not giving a correct answer. So you cannot say, yes, I have, no, I haven't, because it's not appropriate. Okay. Now, what about these examples? Let's see some examples, guys. And I will read the question and you help me with the answer. Okay, let's see, Carla. What about number one? If I ask, how often have you tried to download the file? What could be the answer?
I have tried to download the file 3 times.
Okay, very good. Now let's see, Beatriz. How long have they lived in Ottawa?
They have lived in Ottawa since 20,
You can say 09.
2000, on 2009.
Yes. Okay, currently the number is 0. El nombre en realidad del 0 le decimos 0. Pero muchas veces también se ocupa la letra O para
Oh,
representar el 0. Ajá. Entonces podemos decir 2000 or 2009, sorry, 2009. Como decir 20, 20 o 9.
ujú.
Ajá, pero se puede decir 0 o se puede decir O. 2009. And if you
Ah,
want to use the longer, 2009. 2009. Or 2009. But it's not so comfortable to say 09. That's why they say 09. Como no es tan cómodo decir 0 y luego el número, se vuelve un poquito
ujú,
más cómoda la pronunciación cuando se dice O. 01, 02, 03, 04. It's faster. So that's why they use it.
mm,
So,
Gracias. Sí.
09. Okay, good. Now let's see the question number 3. Tatiana, help me. Where has he been?
He has been at home. At home.
He has been at home, exactly. So we use it, remember the double H question, guys? We use it to answer something in a specific. When you ask how often, I am asking how many times. So the answer in this situation was 3 times. How often have you tried to download the file? I have tried to download 3 times and I couldn't. That could be a possible answer. Or how long I'm asking, sorry, about the time. How long have they lived in Ottawa? Or you say since 2009. That is actually the answer to the question. Or where you're asking for a place. So you use at home. Where has he been? Okay, he has been at home. That is the possible answer in this situation. Now, to practice a little bit, guys, I'm putting an exercise. And that is the same. It's the structure. Okay, let's see this one before to continue. Okay, we have the present perfect. double H questions when you ask about a recent event or a recent action. Something that is not so far. No. Is that a goal? It's a recent event or a recent action. For example, where have you been? I have been at school. Why hasn't Laura arrived? Her car has broken down. It's not function. It doesn't function, the car. So that's why her car has broken down. But it's a recent event. So that's the idea. Now let's see. Let's see, Armando, help me to read this part. Okay, let me show you which one. This, the present perfect.
Okay. The present perfect is connect the past with the present. We use in present perfect question to ask about recent events that are new. News. Have you heard the news about Mike? No, no. What has he done? He's won the competition.
Exactly. So once again, to talk about or to ask about a recent event, like if we are gossip about something. Have you heard the news about Mike? No. What has he done? So he won the competition. It's a recent event, something that happened a couple of hours ago, a couple of days ago, even a couple of weeks ago, but not too, well, that would be many, many months ago or many years ago. No, it's not a recent event. Okay. I know. Another extra tip, now another extra tip, we don't use ever with double H question. Ever, we don't use it with double H question. So you can say, what have you done? Is correct. What have you done? But you cannot say, what have you ever done? What have you ever done is not correct. Ever only it's appropriate, sorry, to use it with yes, no question. Like, have you ever been in New York? Have you ever eaten octopus? Have you ever traveled to another country? In those questions, I can use it because they are simple questions. Have you? Have she? Has she? Has he? Have they? You can use ever. But with double H, it's not correct. So you only put the double H, then have, the subject, and the past participle. And the complement if you need it, but that's everything that we have to do. What have you done? That's it. Okay, now to practice, guys, a little bit with this one, I bring this exercise and I will be asking you one by one to help me with one sentence for each. Okay, volunteer for the first sentence. Any volunteer? Volunteers, guys, or no? I don't have to complete the first one. Okay, Beatriz.
Sería como,
Try.
where have you been since morning?
That would be where. Okay, give me a second to write.
Where
That is where
have you been since morning?
exactly. Where have you been since morning? Pretty good. Okay, that's right. And if I ask to Carla, tell me, Carla, where have you been since morning?
De la mañana. Ay, no sé cómo decir.
You say I.
No, no vamos a usar yes, no, ¿verdad?
No, we cannot use it. Exactly. And this one is longer answer. Aquí sí tenemos que dar respuestas más largas.
Entonces, I had been in the morning in my house.
Okay, but you have to say in the morning at the end of the sentence. We put in the morning at the end of the sentence.
Ah, al final.
Uh-huh.
I had you been in my house in the morning.
Exactly, but without you. Just say you. Le pusimos un you de más ahí.
Ah,
Yes.
sí, perdón. I had been, sorry.
Exactly.
I had been in my house in the morning.
Yes, since the morning. Yes. I have been in my house since the morning. Yes, pretty good. That's the
Okay.
structure. In this one, we cannot say yes or no. Aquí en donde ya no podemos responder sí y no. Porque como nos tienen una double H, nos están preguntando algo en específico, ¿verdad? Entonces, si está el where, pregunta el lugar, place. La partecita
Okay.
que en realidad está dando respuesta a la double H es home. Ahí está la respuesta. ¿Dónde? En casa. In my home.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now, Carla, continue with the second. Okay. How?
How many years she has been work as a teacher? Work.
Okay, but we have to correct something. Been is not necessary because the verb is work. Ahí
It's only has.
Ajá. ¿Cómo?
Solo she has worked.
Yes, because been is another verb, but in this situation we don't need it because the verb or the specific action that we want to know is work. Okay.
No,
And
sí, ya entendí. Me había equivocado por la de arriba.
okay.
Pero
Yes.
el verbo por eso sí está bueno, porque está be y abajo si no, no debe de llevar eso.
Exactly. And now tell me, is she has or has she?
Has she is a question.
Because it's a question, exactly. So in this one, you say has, and I write it again. Has she? Yes. How many years has she worked as a teacher? Okay, imagine that you want to answer this. How can we answer? You say she has worked, and then you invent in this case because we don't know the person. She has worked 5 years as a teacher because the double H question is how many years? The answer is 5 years. Esa es la partecita que en realidad le da respuesta a la double H question. How many years? 5 years. But you have to create a long structure. She has worked as a teacher 5 years. Okay, that's how we answer that. Okay, now let's see the next one. Armando, what about number 3? How can we complete this question?
Today at the party. Who have they meet at the party?
Yes. But in this case, the past participle, remember that you pronounce it met. Instead of meet, met.
Met. Yes, okay.
Yes, exactly. Who have they met at the park? Yes. Okay, very good. Now let's see. Mitzi, help me with number 4.
Which exercise the children do? The children do.
Okay. And have or has? What is have or has? Is missing the have and has? Where do I have to put it? Mitzi? Me le falta aquí el have y el o el has. ¿Cuál tendríamos que poner? ¿Y dónde? Which? Have or has? Try it. Don't worry. If you don't give me the correct answer, don't worry. But try it. Okay? Where? Which exercise?
Has.
Has? Children is singular or is plural?
Plural.
Is plural. So we cannot use has. We use have.
Have.
Now tell me, the past participle of the verb do is do? Or
I don't remember.
Okay, you don't remember.
Yeah.
The past, no, that's no. The past participle is?
Do.
Is don't.
Don't.
Don't. Yes. So at the end you say which exercise have the children, sorry, without S, have the children done? Yes. Okay, with children we have to be careful because it's a irregular noun. Children es un sustantivo irregular. Está en la categoría de sustantivos, que de hecho eso, quiero ver, creo que en la parte de contable y on-con, no, como ustedes no vimos, sí vimos los contables, pero no vimos los nouns en específico. Pero vaya, hay una categoría de pronombres en inglés que no terminan en S, pero ellos son plurales. Por ejemplo, children, women, man, children, and you can say toot, right? Goose, what else? You can say, well, just that, but I don't remember right now. But well, they are plural now. Son plurales. Entonces, a pesar de que no tienen S al final, ellos se ocupan con los plurales. Entonces, no puede ser has, porque has is singular. He, she, it. But if you say children, they are not one children, they are 5, 3, 5, 6 more children. So it's plural. It's like when you say they. El pronombre que lo sustituya de children sería they. Entonces decimos have the children instead of has the children. And then don't forget that we use the past participle. Siempre ocupamos el pasado participio. Aquí sí no tenemos otra opción más que memorizarlos. we have to memorize them. And the past participle of do is done. Okay. Now let's see number 5. Thank you, guys. Number 5, Tatiana, help me. What would you complete?
What has he bring?
Bring is the past participle.
I don't remember.
No? Okay. Anyone else? Remember? Guys, anyone else? Do you remember, guys, the past participle of bring?
Browse.
Bro.
Brought. Yes, very good. What has he brought? Okay, good. Now let's see, Beatriz, help me with number 6.
Where live your brother since ay 2017.
17. Okay. But you move something. Where live?
Falta live your brother.
Where?
Where live
Okay, you are asking about sure, have or has.
where have lived
Have or has. Which one?
your brother.
Has.
Es tercera persona your.
Okay, you
Entonces
mix
sería
the
where
position.
has
Y where
where
has
has lived.
live.
No, quiero ver.
Yo. Sí es
Where
has. Eso está bien.
has
Pero,
your brother lived?
exactly.
Your brother lived since
Where have you?
2017 or 2017. Exactly. Where has your brother lived
Where-
since 2017? Yes, exactly. Okay. Why we use has instead of have? Acá ya es algo que nos confunde cuando vemos los posesivos. Acordémonos que en inglés tenemos preguntas que son información de nosotros, a veces, y en otras ocasiones tenemos preguntas que son para nosotros, pero nos están pidiendo información de alguien más. En esta pregunta, valga la redundancia, es, digamos, ustedes me la pueden hacer a mí, pero yo no les estoy dando información mía, sino que les estaría dando información de my brother. Y si ustedes piensan en my brother, cuál es el pronombre que sustituye my brother? Es he. Entonces el auxiliar va has instead of have, a pesar de que ese your está ahí. Porque es relación, mi hermano. Pero yo no le voy a dar información mía. Le voy a dar información about him, sobre él. Entonces, por eso es has. Where has your brother lived since 2007? Okay, good. Now, let's see. Armando, help me with number 7.
How many bags we pack? How many bags? Yes. Has we pack?
Have we packed? Exactly. It's regular verb, so we only add ed at the end. How many bags have we packed? Okay, very good. And let's see, Carla, help me with the last one.
How many times has been James has been
okay,
to the opera before?
Yes. How many times has James been to the opera before? Yes, exactly. In this case, we use been because it's the verb. En ese caso, así como en la primera, se vuelve a ocupar el been porque sí es el verbo que nos ponen ahí, ¿verdad? De lo contrario, el been It's not in all the sentence. We don't use it in all the sentence. How many times has James been to the opera before? Okay, something that was curious in the previous group that I have at 8 o'clock, they asked me what is the difference between saying how much time, for example, and how many times. What do you think is the difference, guys? Because why? If I say time, I have to say how much. And if I add letter S, I have to say how many times. What is the difference between them?
The difference is the first is for singular and the second is plural.
Okay, that could be a good explanation. How much time is singular. But remember, time is countable or is uncountable?
Countable. Incountable.
Yes, it's uncountable, exactly. You cannot count the time in general. You can count the hours. Podemos contar las horas. Pero el tiempo en general no lo podemos contar. Por eso vamos, how much time? How much time have you been waiting for me here? I can say it. How much time have you been waiting here for me? I have been waiting for you 3 hours. Okay, if I only ask how much time, it's uncountable. But when you say how many times, I am asking, we can say it well, I would say that in Spanish, las veces que hicimos algo. How many times? Entonces, si a la palabra time le agregamos una S, sí se refiere al tiempo, pero lo podemos traducir como veces que se hizo algo. Por eso en esta pregunta, how many times, a pesar de que está la palabra times, se pone how many y no how much. A pesar de que sabemos que time es uncountable. Y si es uncountable, imposible que digamos how many. Pero como se le está agregando la S, ya se traduce como veces y ya no como tiempo. ¿Cuántas veces ha estado James en la ópera? How many times has James been to the opera before? Esa sería la diferencia entre acá. How much time? Uncountable. How many times is countable porque estamos preguntando la frecuencia de las veces que él ha ido a la ópera. Y si preguntamos por horas, ahí sí se nos vuelve contable la palabra tiempo. You say, how many hours have you been studying English, for example? How many hours have you been studying English? 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Ahí seccionamos el tiempo. Entonces sí se me vuelve una expresión contable. Okay, so that is the difference. How many
Okay.
hours? Okay, good. How many hours? How much time? And how many times? They are similar, but they are not the same. Okay, so as you can see, with this question, you cannot give me yes answer, no answer. You have to explain a little bit more. Okay, the next activity, guys, will be this one. What do you have to do? You have to prepare 2 questions using present perfect. It's similar about yesterday activity. So I will give you 3 minutes to prepare 2 questions using double H question. El único requisito es que me ocupen las double H question at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, teacher.
2 questions. Okay. Okay, guys, time's up. Let's go back to the activity. Okay, so you prepared two questions per each, and we're going to ask to another classmate what they did in the past. Okay, so we're going to start with, let's see, Beatriz. Okay, ask to Armando.
Okay, teacher. Y aquí vamos a como a inventar las respuestas.
No, Armando has to answer.
A mí.
To you.
Me va a responder a mí, ajá.
Yes.
Pero va a inventar la respuesta él.
Yes, according to
¿verdad?
your, according to your question, he has to answer.
Ok. Armando, who let the dogs out?
But that is not a present perfect question. Who left? That is past.
Let es de pasado. Y para decir, ¿quién ha dejado entonces?
Who has?
Who has,
Ahí le falta
¿quién ha
el
dejado?
auxiliar. Who has left?
Who has left the dogs out?
Outside. Okay, Armando, answer that. Who has left the dogs out of the house, for example?
I don't. But I don't have a dog.
Okay, but try to, how can we answer that question? Invent it. How can we answer? Who has left the dogs outside of the house? Out of the house, sorry.
For me.
Vaya, si la preguntan, ahí la double H question es who. Entonces andan buscando al responsable que dejó a los perritos afuera. How can we answer?
Who
Who?
Salvador. Salvador is who?
Salvador.
Is who was? Who have?
Was.
What? Who was?
But we can. But if you use the name, it's not necessary to use the double H question. Pero acá hay un tip. A pesar de que hay una double H question al principio de la pregunta, no es necesario ocuparle la respuesta. En la respuesta uno tiene que dar, digamos, el qué de eso específico que nos están preguntando. Si Beatriz nos dice who, nos está pidiendo un quién. Vaya, entonces usted me está diciendo Salvador. Con poner el nombre de la persona, es decir, el responsable que dejó a los perritos afuera, ahí ya respondemos. Salvador has.
Salvador has left the dog outside.
Okay, exactly. And that's the answer. Because the question was who. Nos pedían quién. ¿Quién dejó a los perritos afuera? Salvador ha dejado a los perritos afuera. Salvador has left. Okay, very good. Now let's see. Armando, ask to Carla.
Carla, where have you won the money in the world?
Repeat, please.
Where have
you won the money in the world?
Where have you won the money in
the world?
In the world. Okay.
Mm, I won. Um, yo no- 600. Oh, Dios, oh, se me olvidó.
But it's word or is work? Let me check something. Okay, Armando, is work
In the work.
in the word. So what do you want to ask? Have you, where, dónde has ganado el dinero?
Ujú. En el trabajo.
Ah, okay. In this case, you
Where
say,
have you won?
¿Cuánto he ganado? O es que no le entendía la pregunta.
Where is,
¿dónde?
¿dónde?
Where?
Mm,
Where have you won the money in the work?
Okay, but we have to change something. Okay, let me show you. When have
Where?
you,
Where?
where?
¿Cuándo?
Sorry. Where have you won? You say, right?
Yes. The
The
money.
money
I
in
remember in the work.
the what?
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. But in this case, you are giving the answer at the same time. Va, en esta pregunta, nosotros mismos estamos dando la respuesta. Porque les
No.
dice,
en el
Where,
trabajo.
where no es ¿cuándo?
So that would be
Where es dónde.
¿dónde? If you say when, in this case, sorry, is when.
When
When.
have. It's
Ajá.
sorry. When have.
Okay. And you can change something. You can say at your job.
Okay.
At your job or at work. You can say at work too. Okay. When have you won the money at work, Carla? When? That is the focus on when. When have you won?
Mm,
When? He's a,
I
uh-huh.
had won the money in
Uh-huh.
the work. No sé cómo responderle porque dice cuándo. Solo cuando trabajaba.
Okay, so you can say, I have won the money, and you can give me a year, for example.
I had won the money
In,
in 1 year.
okay, you can say that. I have won the money in 1 year. So you were collecting the money during 1 year. Okay, yes, that's valid.
Okay.
Good. Now let's see, Carla, ask to Mitzi. Thank you, Armando. Now, Carla ask to Mitzi.
Es que Armando me la puso difícil.
Okay. No.
Mixi me dijo.
Uh-huh.
Where she has been playing the piano.
Okay, where has she been?
Sí, sí, sí. Where has she been playing the piano?
Okay, where has she been playing the piano, Mitzi? Mitzi? Okay,
Teacher,
you answer.
Sí, no
No.
fue.
No. Okay, she's been playing the piano at the theater. Okay, it's in the chat, the answer. Yes, that could be.
Mm,
She's been playing the piano at the theater. Okay, remember, yes, that we can contract. She's been or she has been. Acuérdense que la contracción del el has también se parece a cómo escribimos el verb to be, ¿verdad? La diferencia es que después de un she's contractado, ustedes ven que hay un pasado participio, ese no es verbo to be. Ese es present perfect. So that is the difference. Yes. Okay, so that was the quick practice using double H questions. I know that when we use double H question, it's a little bit more complicated because we have to give explanations about, and we have to focus on the double H question that the other person is using. Where, when, how many, how, who, which, and all those questions. And you have to look the answer and include it in the sentence that you create. So, and the next unit, it's unit number 4, in which we're going to compare the present perfect and the simple past. Vean, la unidad que vamos a iniciar mañana, vamos a seguir trabajando con el present perfect. Pero la unidad nos va a hacer una comparación entre los dos tiempos gramaticales. Between present perfect and simple past. So, a small homework, try to review the verbs in simple past and past participle, because tomorrow we're going to work in with both at the same time, and that could be a little bit confusing, but we're going to try to make it easy. Vamos a intentar hacerlo fácil. Se comparan esos dos temas en ya esta última unidad, porque se confunden mucho. Si ustedes ven, present perfect se parece mucho, mucho, mucho al simple past, pero no son lo mismo. Se ocupa para situaciones diferentes. Okay, guys, so we're going to stop here. In the next activities, I will try to include many questions like this because I know that it's still difficult to formulate the structure, and the idea is that at the end of pre-intermediate 3, before to start the intermediate level, you have to be able to create this type of answers. So guys, we're going to stop here. Thanks for joining today, and I hope to see you tomorrow too. I hope you have a great night.
Okay, thank you,
thank you.
teacher.
Sí, you're
Teacher,
welcome.
si tendrá más ejercicios de esto, no sé si nos podría
Yes,
compartir.
yes, I will. I will share with you some of them. Sí, te voy a enviar unos hojitas.
Vaya, gracias, teacher.
Okay. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. See you.
Bye-bye.